Hello beauties, I hope you're doing fabulous. Today I have a Katy Perry inspired look from the UK cover of Elle magazine. I hope you guys enjoy it. Shall we get started, team? Look at the difference. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to take this bare naked eye look to this snazzy Katy Perry sexy 60s look. All right, first order of business is defined brows. Katy's brows are just super like bam, which I love, as you guys know. So to achieve that, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna grab Embark Shadow from MAC, this stiff puppy, fill them in, extend them, darken them, you know the drill. For skin, I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer. This is actually a lighter shade than I normally do, but it's still the same MAC Studio Finish concealer, and I'm just gonna do under my nose, on my eyelids. It's also gonna act as a base today, and just around, you know, anywhere that's really red, help even it out. So the eyes are very dramatic. Are you guys ready for that? I am first gonna grab this little fluffer. This is the 217 from MAC. I use it all the time. I love this brush. It's a great, great brush. And the first thing I'm gonna do is grab a pretty neutral toned eyeshadow. This is Symmetry, also from MAC. If you don't have this color, you just need a really light matte shade, like a really neutral light matte, kind of brownish, grayish shade, and that'll be just fine. And I'm gonna get a little product on there, tappy tap, and then I'm just gonna start by putting this in my crease, starting at the outer corner and then just working my way up right in the eye socket. So bringing it up all the way to underneath where my brow starts. Round and round and round we go. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a color that's just a few shades darker. In this case, this is charcoal brown, but again, anything that's just a little bit darker than what you just put on will work just fine. And this is a crease brush. This brush is just gonna make your life so much easier when you're placing the product. If you don't have a brush like this, I don't know what to tell you. No, a Q-tip may work if you're just like experimenting and stuff, but this brush is a really good brush to have. Okay, dippy, dippy, dip, tappy, tappy, tap, and then kind of retracing my steps, but really focusing on darkening up that crease, making that eye much more defined. Back and forth from the outer all the way up and in. Now it's time for the eyeliner. I chose just a basic black liner, and I'm gonna do the top of my eyes and the bottom. Now for the top, instead of winging it out like the cat, I'm still gonna focus on keeping it round. So I'm gonna place this liner pretty evenly all over the top. Now for the bottom, again, keeping it sort of round and thicker, and I'm placing this liner underneath the lash line. And definitely connecting the top liner with the bottom liner. To soften this look up just a hint, I'm gonna grab that stiff brush and my Embark Shadow again, dippy dip, tap out any excess, and then just sort of retrace my steps. This is gonna soften it up a tiny bit, and I just think it looks good. So intense, right? But kind of fun and sexy. Okay, I'm gonna use Voluminous by L'Oreal, and I'm gonna put a lot of mascara on the top and bottom. Clumpy lashes are sort of like part of this look too, so feel free to put a ton of coats on. Now you definitely want to apply mascara to the bottom lashes, and one thing I like to do is turn my brush this way and like pull pieces to really like accentuate them. Let's move on to skin. I'm gonna use a little bit of Skin Mineralize finish in medium dark, and I'm actually gonna use this as like a little bit of a contour slash bronzer. As you can see, it's not that much darker than my skin, but I just wanna add like a little bit of contour. So getting a brush like this, and then it's really subtle, but it just does a little bit of something. So for the blush, I'm gonna do this very pinky, beautiful color. This is from Devitt. It's called Los Angeles. Any color like this will do just fine. And I'm going to grab the same brush that I was just using, get a nice amount of product on there, tap, tap, and then concentrate on putting the blush kind of right here. It's kind of how she did it. All right, now time for some lips. I'm gonna use one of my trusty favorites. This is Mark in Bear Hug. As you can see, it's almost done, but I like to get the most out of my product. So I'm grabbing my lip brush. That is not my lip brush. I'm grabbing my lip brush and I'm digging into there and getting all that product that's in there. There's still some good stuff in there, and I'm gonna apply it to my lips. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of liner just to accentuate my lips a little bit more. I know it's kind of weird that I'm doing liner afterwards, but guess what? There are no rules in makeup. Okay, so just lining and accentuating. And this is Stripdown from MAC. So if you want to finish off with just one last little thing, you can grab something like this. This is the NYX Push-Up Bra, and I like to use the light side. I'm just gonna run it down my nose to give it like a subtle highlight. And then I'm just gonna pop some right under both brow bones. All right, guys, that is it for my Katy Perry cover of Elle UK inspired makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you leave me a comment and more requests. I love to connect with you guys. Until next time, gotta go.